Picture two candidates for the same SVP role. Both have the experience, both have the results, both have the relationships. The hiring committee is split. And then one of them walks into the final interview and communicates with a clarity and authority that makes the room think this person is ready for the next level. That's executive presence as a tiebreaker. It wasn't the only factor. It wasn't even the primary factor, but it was the factor that broke the tie. That scenario is real. EP can be the deciding factor when everything else is equal. And I need to deliver the honest limitation immediately after because you deserve the full picture. In Module 1, I shared a statistic. 26% of senior executives attribute promotion decisions to executive presence. That means 3/4 of promotion decisions rest on other factors entirely. Subject matter expertise, organizational capital, familiarity with decision makers, track record of delivery, political relationships. EP is one component of influence, a real and measurable one, but not a substitute for the others. Executive presence can be the tiebreaker, the thing that gets you promoted over an equally qualified candidate, but it can also be absolutely not enough on its own. It's neither everything nor nothing. If a leader is missing other influencing factors, familiarity, subject matter expertise, organizational capital, developing executive presence can help to some extent, but only that EP alone is not sufficient. And honestly, knowing what EP can and can't do is itself a form of presence. The leader who understands the limits of any single capability demonstrates more sophistication than the one who oversells it. Look at what you've built across these 8 modules. A diagnostic framework, the ACE model for modules 1 and 2, personal assessment data for module 3, and your module 8 retake. Practice exercises from whichever module matched your gap, contextual strategies from modules 6 and 7, and a 90-day plan with accountability from this very module. This isn't a checklist you completed and can now file away. It's a system you own. The course ends today. The system continues tomorrow and every day after that. The goal was never to build executive presence as though it were a standalone capability you were missing. The goal was to diagnose and close the specific perception gap, preventing your existing competence from being recognized. Your 90-day plan targets a real gap, the distance between what you bring to every room and how that competence is perceived by the people in it. Closing that gap makes your existing strengths visible. It doesn't create strengths that aren't there. It reveals the ones that are. And that's worth the work. You came into this course with vague feedback and no diagnosis. You're leaving with a framework, data, a plan, and the specific behavioral practices to close your gap. That's not a small thing. Use the plan. Ask for the feedback. Trust the timeline. The work produces results on its own schedule, not yours.